Hi there, it's Dr. G. Our message today is all around one of the very most important topics you're ever going to learn in marketing strategy, and that is the art of segmentation. Now, segmentation is part of the overall strategy called segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So segmentation is finding groups of people who are dissimilar, but are most likely to be those that have attributes that will be the types of people who are interested in buying your products. Now, targeting is looking at all of those various groups with different needs and wants and prioritizing and determining of those groups, who are you going to target for your messaging, for your product development, and all of your pricing. And positioning is how do we speak to those individual targets in a way that is meaningful to them. So let's get started here. So I mentioned that segmentation is finding those groups that are different enough but have similarities amongst themselves to be able to understand what makes them different and what you can do in your product and marketing strategy to be able to solve the problems that they have. So why do we segment markets? There's a really important reason why we do. And some people don't like to hear this. Not everyone is going to buy your product. Not everyone is going to care about your product. So what we have to do is find those people who will. If you don't do that, you are wasting resources, time, energy, and money. So let's figure out those groups of customers that are the most willing to purchase your products. And let's develop products and services and messaging that's based on the needs and the wants that they care about. So let me give you just a quick example. So here I am, as you know, I like my soda, and soda's very bad for me, but you know what? It's one of the vices that I have, and I'm not going to give it up. Have tried, but not going to do it. So this morning I went to our local grocery store, and I thought, I'm going to replenish my week's supply of my Coke Zero. And if you think about it, when you walk down the aisle of the soda aisle, there's hundreds of different options, different flavors, different sizes. You could have Coke Zero in a can, you could have it in a bottle, you could have it in a jug. So think about that. There's reasons why companies invest in developing products that meet the needs of those specific segments. So if you think about it, this right here is kind of my go-to. So I generally will do the 4 for $12 or 3 for $11.99, stock up on my needs for my Coke Zero habit. So cans are a really great choice for me. I can pack them away. I can buy 12 at a time. I can take them to work with me. I can drink them in my car. They're mobile. So there you have it. Then you see, sometimes I had one, but somehow I must have left it in the cart or they didn't put it in my bag. The 2 liter. The 2 liter is a great jug. I could sit there and drink the whole 2 liter in a day, but I'm not going to. That's why I get the smaller version. So the 2 liter is perfect for you having a party, having some friends over, you want a little bit. You can get a little bit more, but you don't have to buy the individual cans. Then I come across, as I'm strolling down the aisles, they didn't have my beloved Coke Zero, but they had the Diet Coke mini cans. And I think to myself, what's the point? Well, the point is I'm different from the person who would drink the mini can. I recall my former mother-in-law, wonderful lady, always bought the mini cans and had her fridge stocked full of them. So when my kids were little, they could go and have just a little bit of something without, getting the big old sugar high. So there is a difference between someone who likes the mini can and someone who likes the bigger can versus maybe I have a larger family or I'm having a party and I'm going to do the 2-liter. The other thing to think about is Dr. G here. Dr. G loves, sorry, I'm talking to about myself in the third person. That's the way it is. Sometimes a little goofy. I love the tank of Coke Zero. So I go to my local convenience store and I buy the big end. The big end that will give me the soda fountain taste. So what I really love about fountain soda is it's a little bit fizzier. I like the taste of it. It tastes different from the canned Diet Coke. So this is a treat for me. A very, very often, a treat I have too often. Anyway, so we have the tank of soda. So if you think about it, how many people do you know, or maybe you're one of them, that gets the tank of soda every day instead of buying the 12-pack that might be of better value? So that's why, that's a good example of what segmentation looks like in a product packaging world. But we also need to think about segmentation is more than just the products you buy. It's how you position things. It's the photos that we use in our advertising. It's the messages that we communicate. And segmentation has 4 different types that we will talk about in class, but I wanted to give you a little bit of flavor of them now. Geographic. So geographic is the where you are in the world. Are you in the Southwest like I am here in St. George, Utah? Well, it might be very different from when I lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is two very unique communities. So people from St. George, Utah might be different from those people in Minnesota. Maybe in Minnesota in the middle of winter, you're not going to get as many tank of soda drinkers. Maybe you're going to focus your efforts on the warmer climates. There's demographics. So demographics are the what we know about people. The age, gender, income, where you work, the your occupation. Those things are the what's about people that we can get pretty easily. The third type is psychographic, and psychographic is the personality, the opinions, the attitudes about people, what you do, your hobbies. People who are, like me, tank drinkers, I'm probably not going to drink a tank of Diet Coke before I go out for a run. So you think about lifestyle and attitudes and opinions, all of those different things influence a segment. And then finally, behavioral. So I mentioned I went to the grocery store this morning and I happened to go to my favorite grocery store this time, which it's sort of the fancy pants one, but I splurge every once in a while to get really great service and amazing products. So when I go to the grocery store, generally I purchase what's on sale, the 12 packs, and I stock up. However, if I am in my routine and I'm going to teach a class and it's in the middle of the afternoon and I happen to drive by the convenience store, my behavior is a little bit different. I might spend almost as much on this as I would on the entire 12 pack. So we look at behaviors as the things we do, the types of purchases we make, how we buy, where we buy them, how often. Is it a convenience purchase? Is it a habitual purchase? So those are the 4 types of segmentation, and we're going to take a really good deep dive into this in our classes, but I want you to remember that segmentation is about the groups of people who have things in common that are most likely to buy your product. So then we can go and then we can prioritize those groups and say, yep, I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to pick this one and this one. Then once we figure out who the target is of those groups, we can message and create products and services and advertising that speaks directly to their needs and wants. So thanks for taking a minute to listen about the very most important part of marketing, segmentation. And why do we do it? Because not everybody's going to buy your product, so no, let's not waste time and money and energy caring about those who aren't going to. So take care and we'll talk to you soon.